Crystal Rosa, you are in Brooklyn, encapsulated in a sensory deprivation chamber. I've always wanted to do this. What do you got?
That's right, Hank. If you are looking for some peace and serenity to get away from the daily grinds, you don't have to go too far.
Hi. Welcome to Live. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I'm in Carroll Gardens in Brooklyn, where I have been floating in this sensory deprivation pod. So this pod you see right here, let me know if you could see it, it's filled with 10 inches of water and 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. So once I lay back, I'm literally just floating, you guys, because the water is so highly salinated. Now, you know, people usually go into this pod naked and they stay floating here in the dark. But, you know, for those of you who do not want to experience that complete sensory deprivation, you don't have to. You could turn on the light and you could turn on some music.
Crystal, how long did you relax in there, and how did it change the way you felt? Is it a mood elevator? Do you feel better having spent time in there?
So at first, you know, it was a little weird for me. I was thinking, am I going to be claustrophobic in this thing? And I started meditating. And then after that, it was just really nice. It was really relaxing. I was just floating away. You know, I spoke to the co-owner and she told me there's so many benefits to this floating therapy.
Definitely helps with sleep. Basically what's happening in the tank is you're reducing sensory input to the brain. So what happens is a direct effect on your central nervous system. Your fight or flight turns off and your rest and digest kicks in.
But Crystal, what are the advantages of going in naked?
Oh, baby.
If you have to ask.
Well, you know, for the purposes of airing this segment, you guys, I threw on a tank top and shorts, but people usually go in naked and in the dark.
I've done something very similar to this. It was at this like really high-end spot. It was probably the most relaxing hour of my entire life. But when you get out after being weightless for an hour, walking is the hardest thing that you could possibly do. I literally could not even move my legs. It was awesome.
Crystal, is this not the first place in Brooklyn you can go and experience this?
I was told by the co-owner that this is the only dedicated floating center in the metropolitan area.
There's another place you can go do this in Israel. You can go swim in the Dead Sea, but a little bit closer.
Crystal, thanks for the story. I appreciate it.